Hey guys, and welcome back to the BLT channel. As you read by the title, you already know that I'm going to be talking about Tharntype Season 2 and how I feel about it. This video is probably going to be a bit longer. That's why I'm going to cut this video into parts, and whatever you want to watch, you can go to the description box and click on the timestamp and watch that part of the video, because in this video I'm also making a huge announcement that I'm super excited for, and it's related to Wattpad and a new fanfic. Yes, before I say the announcement and before I start this video, thank you so much if you chosen to watch this video. I am very grateful for all of you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you want more stuff from me. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to share it if you want to share with a couple of friends that also watch Tharntype Season 2. If you aren't into fanfics and stuff like that, you can go to the description and click on the timestamp where I talk about Tharntype. And if you choose to stay, thank you so much. You probably already know that I have a different fanfic out, which is called Why Can't He Be Mine? It's called Earth, and it's been such a journey. It's been crazy and just amazing, and I'm very thankful for every one of you guys who showed it love. Now, what's going on now with this new fanfic? Well, if you follow me on IG, you know that I've been so close to saying stuff. I've been wanting to just expose myself and say things about this fanfic so much because I'm so excited and I want you guys to see it. But in this video, I thought that it is the perfect time to say it, since the first chapter, which is going to be a introduction, is coming out March 2nd on my Wattpad account, which is BLT1. The fanfic is called Chosen for Pleasure, coming out March 2nd. And then the same week on Friday, which is March 5th, is coming out chapter 1. So super excited for this one. The main couples are going to be Fluke, Cow, Earth. I don't want to spoil too much. I really don't want to spoil too much because it's been so hard to keep this a secret and don't say anything about it. But right now I can finally at least say that it's coming out. So yeah, super excited. Hope you guys will enjoy it, and it's going to be a much longer project than Why Can't He Be Mine? And yeah, that was the announcement, guys. For further information, make sure to follow me on IG, which is BLT1, and of course find me on Wattpad and tune in on March 2nd. Okay, so let's get this video started. First of all, I'm going to be talking about Tharn and Type. So I liked the playful energy. I also liked the scenes where they were mature. There was a balance. There was a great balance, and it was fun for the fans. It was cute. There were hot scenes. I think that was very much balanced. Now, just want to mention that I have made a video on Tharntype Season 2 when it first came out, and I think it was around that time, and I've talked about why Tharn and Type haven't changed a lot, and I feel like maybe it's better for you to maybe first watch that video and then watch this one, because I go a little bit deeper into the characters of Tharn and Type, and I talk about how I feel about their actions of what they're doing. I still cannot understand why Type did not want to get married to Tharn. It's been 7 years. That's a very long time, and it obviously says that the relationship is serious. I just did not understand why Type was so not there for it, but if you watch my video on why Tharn and Type hasn't changed at all, you will understand what I'm talking about, and you will understand that Type has not grown up from the whole homophobic stage that he was in. I also do not understand why Tharn did not trust Type when the Fiat thing came up and when Fiat kissed him in front of Tharn. They have been together for 7 years. That's a long time. Again, I'm gonna say it again. It's just like there must be some type of different trust that comes with being with somebody for 7 years. You cannot tell me that they don't trust each other like that after being together for so long. It's kind of weird. It's like, oh yes, like we've been here for so long and it's like happening, but something like this can happen and suddenly Tharn does not trust Type. It's just a bit weird. Next opinion is, don't understand why episode 11 was all over the place. It was, I think, my least favorite one. I didn't like it at all. It was very just like, okay, so we're sad, then we're happy, then we're crying again, then we're mad, then I don't know what's going on. It was very weird. I don't know why. Like, I just did not like it at all. Furthermore, I think that the issues that Type had with his boss were mainly to show that Type is, now in a workplace and he's still a bit immature. Like, yeah, I hated his boss too. I made memes about it, so you probably already know. But if his friend, the doctor, wasn't there to save him when Type punched, a Type would have been screwed. Like, he would probably not be able to work in the medical industry ever again in his life. And that's what his boss said. And honestly, I do believe it. As much as he's a jerk, when you have power, you have power. And that's it. Let's talk about San. San is shown even in the special episode. I think Type is mentioning San in the last episode and I think in the special one, and it was terrible. Why is San even in season 2? Like, what was the reason for San? Why? It was so unnecessary and weird. Like, Tharn is basically hanging out with his ex in front of his husband. That's just weird to me. It's extremely weird. Like, I get that they are childhood friends or something, and San is close to his family and all that weird stuff, but why is Tharn okay with meeting San if Type is getting mad and jealous? Again, I talk about this in the video that I previously made on Tharn and Type. Now let's talk about the special episode, and then I will continue to talk about the characters in Tharntype season 2. So according to my research on the web, a wedding usually takes around 12 to 18 months to be prepared. According to Google, it also takes 200 to 500 hours in total. Seems pretty real since a wedding is a huge deal. And you have to plan every single thing. What a couple has to plan is things like venue, photographer, invitations are sent like 2 to 4 months before the wedding. Tharn and Type send their invitations like 2 weeks before the wedding. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, but it's a small wedding and they had the venue planned and the guests are their family and close friends, but it still takes a lot of time and planning and organization. The food was also weirdly organized. Food at weddings is so important, same as drinks. I believe that it takes a lot of time to get all of that prepared, like, you know what I mean? And the whole wedding thing was just, I don't want to like offend anybody, but I feel like it was just done to just end the show and get it over with. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm very sad about the fact that we had to pay to watch the wedding. I'm very pissed off and I wasn't feeling it at all. I feel like it was very malicious, rude, unprofessional, and it was not cute. Why? Because that's the same thing as literally going out and getting a haircut. So you're at the place where you're getting the haircut, right? And the person is cutting your hair, is going smoothly, and then by the end you have like one piece of hair that needs to be cut and you'll be done, right? And the person who's cutting your hair says, hey, if you want this piece to be cut and for your hair to be done, you need to pay me extra, or you need to pay me right now. It's just a bit weird, and I didn't like it at all. It's literally the same thing with the series. I know maybe like the example that I'm saying, it's a bit funny, but still, it's still the same thing. Like, we were not paying for the whole show, but then the wedding comes up and it's like, boom, you have to pay for it. No, it's just not cool. Also, what I have to mention is that I would rather have season 2 of Tharntype be about them planning the wedding, because realistically speaking, a wedding takes about, as I said, 12 to 18 months. So I would rather see them planning the wedding like half of the show, and then the wedding at the end, of course, without us having to pay, than to have problems that are very much aligned with season 1 and not with season 2, because it's been 7 years, and that whole I'm jealous because you're with him, and I, you know, all of that stuff, it's more aligned with season 1 because the relationship is still new than with season 2. Okay, so let's talk about the Doctor and Champ. So you're trying to tell me that Champ can have a whole restaurant but can't notice that the Doctor likes him? Really? Like, he is mature enough to have a business, but he can't see that someone likes him. Alright, I feel like in the beginning, Doctor was doing all of the work, and I thought that they were going to stay friends because Champ was flirting back, but he wasn't really doing much, if you know what I mean. And I feel like he was oblivious of the feelings that he had, and I was really mad because they had an argument. And personally, I think that they are a cute couple, and I'm glad that they ended up being together. Let's move on to a much more toxic couple, and that's, of course, Leo and Fiat. Still don't understand why Leo was preaching self-love. If he loves himself enough, he will see that Fiat is toxic and that he has some trauma that he hasn't addressed, and he'll find someone better for him. He sticks around Fiat like glue, saving him everywhere from anything, and tells Fiat to love himself. It's a bit weird to me. I have a big problem with Type, quote unquote, like kidnapping Fiat and basically traumatizing him, be with Leo so he can be left alone with Tharn. Like, the way he said it was a bit weird, and it's like he's doing too much. I don't know what the hell was that about. When that came out, I got information that in the novel, Leo raped Fiat that night, and Type and Techno, and I think Cir was there too, laughed in front of the bedroom. I feel like this whole scene, I mean, we all know that did not happen in the series, but I feel like that whole scene should have been scrapped. Maybe that's just how I feel, but I really don't like it at all. And let's not talk about the novel part, because that's just wrong on so many levels. You can take that info and do what you want, but maybe it's just like a series and I'm overthinking it. About the novel, there's no excuse, but in the series, you could say that I'm overthinking it. Anyways, let's talk about my favorite character. Yes, and it's Techno, of course. We can all agree that he saved the show for good. Like, he makes us laugh. He's there for everybody. I think that he really deserved a love interest, and I thought that he will meet someone in season 2, but guess we don't get that luxury. Let's move on and talk about Type's parents' behavior. To be really honest with you, I don't know how I feel about Type's dad reaction to Tharn's sister. And no, I'm not saying her name. Don't bully me. I'm not Thai. I cannot speak Thai. Just don't. Like, I'm trying my hardest. Anyways, but still find it weird. It was cute, but it was still weird, if you know what I mean. I love the way that Tharn's parents talk with when he had an argument with Type. I feel like they're very supportive and understanding and loving. And I feel like they're a great example for parents and parenting. Tharn's sister role was very, very cute. Like, she looks amazing. Her acting was on point. Like, I wish she would have a love interest too. I was thinking about a GL. It's not happening, I guess. Jeed and her husband, very funny scenes. Glad that she's having a baby. Give them a 10 out of 10. Now, about Seo and, gosh, I cannot pronounce this name. I'm not saying it, but you know who I'm talking about. I don't know, I feel like they were just there to just be there, if you know what I mean. I wanted cuter scenes with them because I do see the potential. Now, Phu and Cir, oh my gosh, I need a series with them. They did a great job, such a great job. Like, honestly, I just love the couple, man. Like, I want to see them in a series. That's all I'm gonna say. Cir was a little possessive, but we all know that I like that, and I think that you liked it too, so you can't judge me. That's all for today's video, guys, and my thoughts and opinions on Tharntype season 2. About my fanfic, I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. Again, further info on my IG and on here. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you want more stuff from me, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Share this video with a BL friend, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.